Hopefully it's not, this isn't echoing now, but well, I brought two poems along, and one is called Complicated and the other is called Mobro X. And first of all, I wanted to say, sorry I'm late, but my computer started updating itself at like 5 or 7, and I couldn't stop it. So I hope it's done. Yeah, I brought two poems along, and first of all, I wanted to say thanks for everything you do with the bridge, and and for social justice, and and poetry, and coordinating this with I think the UN has a human solidarity thing going on December 20th. All of this, so it all fits together. So I guess my first poem, just it was one of 5 poems that somehow found its way into an anthology called Rising Voices, poems towards a social justice revolution. And I was surprised it got in there, because I waited over 5 years to hear about the submission, and I forgot about it. I thought they were rejected, and then they got into the book. So so let's see. I guess I'll just get on with it. So this and am I sounding okay? I'm not echoing or anything? It's good? Okay. This is called Complicated. When you're ambitious and decide to play, life's a scramble every day. You slide your pawns past gated borders to play the big game in foreign quarters. Politicians fill your mind, but they're overrated, selfish, and unkind. And important people with social ties will seem to be a jump ahead and threaten to get their way instead. Now the game gets complicated. Throughout the globe in every quarter flows the sludge of the New World Order through pipelines of necrotic veins beneath the oceans to foreign shores, to surface in tumult and costly wars. It's very complicated. You sold your soul to Beelzebub to join the New World Social Club. Yours is the grip and crush of power, toppling giants like World Trade Towers. But you won't ever get enough of the narcotic, complicated stuff. Life seems simple in its way. We do the same things every day, and growing old, we never doubt we've come to know what it's about. But this reasoning shall be ablated as past mistakes are contemplated. When it's too late to have regret, you were deeply, so completely complicated. And So Rising Voices, it's actually coming out in January. I think it's available for pre-order now at universityprofessorspress.com, and it's in there. You can find the new releases. And the next poem is called Mobro X, and it's about, it was inspired, I guess, by Elon Musk mostly, and his SpaceX Starship. So this is a giant starship that's supposed to be able to go to the moon and Mars, and they were discussing putting garbage on it, because this spaceship holds 100 tons, which is gigantic. And so I don't know why you'd want to take garbage to Mars. They're going to do some other really cool stuff with it, but with the Starship. But it made me think of Mobro 4000 back in 1987, when New York City sent this garbage barge all around the United States and down to South America, trying to find a place to accept its landfill, which was supposed to have medical waste in it, and nobody wanted it. So that's where the title comes from. It occurred, oh, and there's actually some music that goes with it. So let me try to share the screen and hope my PC can do this. So I do, I guess, share screen. And so you should be seeing my PC screen. Good, okay. Sometimes this works. I don't think it's, there it comes. It occurred to me one morning, when I was past my prime, that Kronos is a devil and I was running out of time. I swilled a pot of coffee in order to get pumped to clean out my rubbish and haul it to the dump. Junk I had hoarded lay heaped on the porch, in the attic along the eaves, some beneath the deck, and some beneath my bed. I gathered it in the front yard and it grew into a mound. Toys, boots, and books, cans of lumpy paint, a mower that wouldn't start, a bike with a broken chain, a sink with a rusted faucet, a broken vacuum cleaner that musted up the closet, and a polyvinyl chloride clogged up kitchen drain. It had been put off too long, but resolute to right my wrong, I headed for the shed. In it lay a moldered heap of boxes and rusted shelves, a blender with a crack that shook and spat and made a clattering sound, a TV with no knobs to shut it off or turn the volume down. Onto my pickup I heaved the mound. I jumped behind the wheel and started it up. It bucked and jerked when I let out the clutch. The tires bulged, the frame groaned, it couldn't hold so much. I stomped on the gas and got on the road, headed for the dump at last. When I got there, I was not the first and joined the growing convoy of Humvees, flatbeds, vans with trailers, SUVs. You couldn't turn around if you changed your mind. They kept on coming, adding to the line. We slowly crept forward, inch by inch, inhaling the man-made breeze, a malodorous mix of garbage and disposable commodities. When my turn came, it was not exactly thrilling to look into the dumpster that was so quickly filling. I threw my trash into the tank until it wouldn't hold another drop. With a tractor, they hauled it to a methane-belching ziggurat. They stacked it on the towering top. And every day after, they added to the peak, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. On the way homeward, I reflected on the dump and how in the future they discover it in the ground and wonder why their cities are built on ancient garbage mounds. They'll brush away the dust to find my sink and faucet, unclog the kitchen drain, fix the TV, fix the mower, start it up, then draw the conclusion we could make nothing last, and decide it's better they weren't born in the past. They'll pile it on a barge, then blast it off through space to terraform the Martian craters with our toxic waste.